Hey guys, sorry, I was gonna do a Zoom this morning and my internet was just breaking out too bad for everyone to hear me. So we're gonna try this. I'm gonna make a video and then I'll upload it on YouTube and then hopefully from there you guys can actually watch it. So bear with me. My 2-year-old is hanging out. He was having a complete breakdown. So I had to let him back in here. So he's got some cartoons on and hopefully he's going to be quiet enough for me to do this. So I have a couple notes that I wanted to go over for you guys. The point of this Zoom was because I have a lot of people on my team and I know others feel the same way, that, they feel like I'm working all day. Oh, my goal this month's Ruby, my goal this month's Diamond, whatever it may be, higher up, whatever. And they're working so hard for it and they're online all day, they're doing all this, but they're not making any progress. They're not even hitting the steps to success every month, or maybe they are, but their work effort is showing it should be is showing that it should be way higher than just the steps to success every month. So I wanted to go ahead and do this video on just some feedback and thoughts from me on what's really going on, or what to do to improve it, or whatever. So the first thing that I wanted to go over that really helped me was stop working all day. Okay, maybe you have a job, maybe you're in school, maybe you got kids, maybe you stay home and don't have any of those, whatever it may be, but you're working all day. You have all day to do this. But if you really sat down and looked at what you did throughout your day, you've only done 30 minutes worth of work. So I want you to stop working all day and come up with your task list for the day, and then choose some hours or half hours to do some power half hours or power hours, and really get your list done then. I went on my phone the other day and I did early morning, morning slash breakfast, lunch slash beginning a nap, end of nap, evening, and bedtime. And so in each of those, I put some of my tasks that I needed to actually do. And so I got up about an hour before Bentley did, and I did the early morning list, and then got them situated, the kids situated for breakfast, and I did the morning slash breakfast list, and then I literally found myself being like, huh, well, what do I do now? Because, I've done everything on those two first lists, and I've got 2-3 hours until lunch before, the next list. But had I not broken it down like that and done bit, I would have been working from the moment I got up all the way through lunch, all the way through nap, and I would have gotten the same amount or less done. And my lists weren't crazy. So, my morning list, my early morning was read my devotional, do my verse of the day post, do my prayer request story, which those are all me things. It's Bubble Guppies, honey. Do you want a different one?
Yeah.
Hang on one second. So those things, and then I had follow. I have two Instagrams, which was not related to It Works, but I use them both now for It Works. So follow 50 on each. Post a regular personal stories, like a picture of Bentley sleeping or something, and then maybe add 30 Facebook friends. And then my breakfast list was send happy birthday messages, respond to all messages and comments from yesterday that I hadn't yet, another post, a product post, a personal product post, and then I think follow another 50 on both Instagrams. And I got all that done, and it was I don't know, 25, 30 minutes and 20 minutes or so. And I had all that done, and had I not scheduled that, I would have been working on it all morning. all morning because I would have done happy birthdays and scrolled my Facebook and been like, oh, I should follow some people. And then I would have gone and followed some people on Instagram and then scrolled Facebook and scrolled Facebook and scrolled Facebook because I just, like, I knew there was things I needed to get done, but it wasn't like this right now. And so setting up that essentially Power 30s, I mean, that day I got so much done, and it allowed me to feel like, okay, I finished those 2 lists. I have 3 or 4 hours until what my next list is. I can fold laundry. I can work on the stuff I'm doing for this consignment sale. I can unload the dishwasher. Like, whatever it is that I needed to do, play with Bentley, clean the room, like, whatever it was I needed to do, I could actually do it without feeling like, oh my gosh, I need to be doing something for my business. When in reality, the days that I work all day long, I feel like, "Ugh, I can't fold laundry right now because I really should be getting some work done." And then an hour or 2 goes by and I'm like, I've done one task. I did not fold laundry because I needed to do some work, but really I scrolled Facebook for an hour and did nothing. So this really, like, gosh, it was so huge to me. So that's my first thing I wanted to go over. Next thing is understand. No, honey, you can't draw on this. Understand what your income producing activities are. So there are some things that are super important. Like, you have to have your chart. You have to have your numbers mapped out so you know how far you are to your goal, how close you are to your goal, where to place customers. Like, you need to know those things. Those are very important. But going over your numbers 4 times a day doesn't change your numbers. Like, it doesn't get you anywhere. So income producing activities are things like making the post, messaging the people who commented or liked it or voted on the poll in your story, etc. Sharing about your story, growing your network. Like, those things, like, they need to happen to get the people. I was gonna say something and I don't know what. Stop kicking me, please. So I'm not saying that those other things are not important, like I said, like doing your numbers, but I'm gonna take you off of my bed if you keep kicking me. Can you please stop? Thank you. But you need to be focusing and not filling your day with busy work. Come on, let's go to your bed. Then please stop kicking me. It hurts. So those other things like the charting and going into Over and making a template so every time someone orders, you could just throw like their little, like, congratulations, so-and-so became a loyal customer, like just throwing that on there, like creating those templates, or the template for so-and-so just joined my team, or position filled. Like, creating those templates, like, they help your business. But if you spend all day every day working on those things, you're not getting anywhere. So choose what point of your day or your week or whatever you want to do those things, especially if you love doing those things. I love charting. Gosh, I love charting. Like, let me show you real quick how much I love charting. So I've got my chart. I have this. These are like rubies. So like I have a whole bunch of them on a page, and I put my people's names in that are going for Ruby, and so then once a week I update their numbers. My binder. Woo! Okay. This first tab is Ruby. So this is blank of those big pages. This I'll go over in a second. And then behind it is just blank Ruby charts. I've got blank emerald charts. I've got filled out and blank diamond charts. I've got filled out and blank double diamond charts. I've got my triple diamond that I'm working on, plus a couple extras. So like I've got these things. Babies. Muppet Babies isn't on, honey. And then I've got the other papers pulled out right now, like March and stuff. But back here I had January, February, March, April, and Bentley. Hey. Muppet Babies is not on. Do you want me to put Mickey on?
No.
Okay. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So when someone's like, check in with me this summer, I go to the other month and I put their name down on it. So that's like really... Stop. I will put on Mickey, but you have to be quiet so I can do this, please. You can't do this.
Why?
Because it's mommy's.
Okay.
Okay, Mickey's on. Please be quiet. But anyway, so like, especially if you love things like charting and creating your binder and all of that kind of stuff, like, you love it, it's exciting to you, or maybe it's dreadful to you, either way, but it can't be most of your business. So I think it's really helpful to me, like, on the weekends, I update charts. Shh. So like this morning, I updated my double diamond chart, and yesterday I had updated Bentley. Muppet Babies is not on. Look, Mickey's on. Yes, but if you're not quiet, you're gonna have to go lay in your bed. Yep, racers. Okay, watch racers. Sorry, guys. So this morning, I had known that I was gonna get up and I was gonna do my double diamond numbers. Every Saturday at nap time, I go through and I check over the ruby numbers, and then I get with the people who are pushing for it and update with like, okay, so I noticed that this is where you are, like, where, like, what else do you need to do this week? What do you need to do this month? What do you need to change because is or isn't working, yada, yada, yada. But I have a dedicated point of time when I do that. So maybe for you, that's every night you get in bed and you do that real quick before you go to bed. Or maybe that's once a week you sit down and do it. But schedule out and dedicate that particular time to those tasks that are not making you money per se, but are necessary to get done so that you don't spend all your time doing essentially busy work and filling your time.
Mommy!
Please don't draw on my papers. Oh, if it's not working for you, then stop doing it. So I have a lot of newbies who are like, well, so-and-so said to do this and I've been doing it for 3 weeks and it's just not working. Okay, well, if it's not working, then it's not working. There are people who build this business completely on parties. There are people who build this business completely on Instagram. There's people who build this business completely on Facebook. There's people who do a bit of everything. There's people who never send a cold message ever. There's people who send 200 plus cold messages a day. There's people who kill it with host to post. There's people who can't stand host to post. Like, there is no right or wrong. If it is not working for you, stop doing it. That does not mean try it one time and say, I did it for 10 minutes. I'm not a millionaire. It's not working. I mean, if you've given it an effort, you're like, I'm going to try this, and you've done it for a couple days, a week, whatever, and you're getting no results, it's not working. This is a numbers game. So if you send 10 messages and don't sign a customer, that doesn't mean it's not working. That means that you haven't done enough. If I get 50 host to posts up, I might sign 1 or 2 customers if a good portion of them blow up. If I get 3 host to posts up, I might not get a single comment. So it is a numbers game. And I mean like customers that day. It is a numbers game. So if it's not working, it's not working, but also make sure you are doing the work. Understand how important personal development is, okay? So I could give Sarah and I could give Kelsey. I could give them each the exact same message, the exact same post to put up, the exact same message to reply to the people, the exact same host to post to put up, the exact same way to talk to those people, the exact same everything. And Kelsey be so genuinely excited because she's going to get some work done and she's going to make something out of this and she just can't wait. And like, she's determined she's going to do it. Versus Sarah's like, okay, yeah, I put the post up. All right, I'll send a message to the people. Yeah, there's some host to post. There's comments. I don't even want to message them. All right, I sent them a message. It doesn't matter that the wording's the same. The mindset behind it will make or break it. It is so huge and so important. And like, it's just crazy. If you're finding yourself in the, I guess I'll do it, like point a lot of the time, you need more personal development. That's all there is to it. So personal development, I mean, get a self-help book, get a like an Audible, go to YouTube, ask someone on your team because I'm sure they have a bajillion different things. Personal development, it could be someone in our company, it could be a top leader, it could be someone like doing a training, it could be something completely unrelated to the business, it could be a mindset video. Like there's so much that you can do for personal development, but you have to do it. I'm gonna challenge you each to think about your day today, tomorrow, every day this week. Okay, now think about what are 2 or 3 things you have to do today. Do you have to unload and load the dishwasher? Do you have to cook dinner? Do you have to fold laundry? Do you have to sweep the kitchen? Do you need to go clean the toilets? Like, do you need to drive to the grocery store? Do you need to, what do you need to do today? Do you have absolutely nothing to do today? Because that's incredible for this too. So I want you to take those things and realize how you can plug personal development into those. If you're in the car, if you got Bluetooth, if you've got one of those like cassette player things, if you've got one of those like like FM transmitter things, like there's so many ways to make your phone play in your car. Put on personal development while you drive instead of music. Sure, you might be like, oh, but I love my jam sessions. But this is going to pay you. Like, this is going to help make you money. If you have to cook dinner, get all your stuff out, prop your phone up, put the video on. Because most of them you don't have to look at. You just have to listen. So put the video on and listen to the personal development while you're cooking dinner. If you've got nothing to do today, find a video that like is a watching thing and watch a video. If you need to fold laundry, put it on and start folding your laundry. You have to do these tasks anyways. You've got to get the clothes folded and put away. You've got to cook dinner. You have to do these things anyways. Put the personal development on, and then you're now doing something to better yourself while doing these tasks. And another thing that I'm going to challenge you to do is think about what areas you're struggling in. Are you feeling stuck? Are you kind of interested in doing a party, but you really don't even know where to start? Are you interested in doing pop-ups, but don't know where to start? Are you really wanting to understand the compensation plan better? Are you really wanting to understand Host-a-Post better? Have you never dabbled in Instagram but want to dabble in it? Write these things down. Write down a list. Maybe every Sunday night, write down a list of things where you're like, man, I really want to know more about blah. I really need to look into blah. Write down the list. And now every day when you're like, I gotta do personal development, don't even know where to start. Oh, I wanted to learn more about Host-a-Post. Let me go to YouTube and literally search Host-a-Post training, HAP training, and you're gonna get so many videos. If you're like, I'm not motivated right now, or I lost rank and I just don't know how to get it back, whatever, look up something related to that. You're gonna find tons and tons of videos. So think about the areas that you need. And if you're like, no, I'm pretty content with everything right now, then literally just go to YouTube and search personal development, and you're going to get thousands of videos on that. Search mindset, and you're going to get thousands of videos on that. Like, whatever it is, like, there's something to come up with. I have the Bible app, and literally just Bible, like the Bible app. And I do personal development on that. You can pick plans. I've done so many here lately related to the business. The last one I did, I think it was Leader Shift. And so it was every day, like a 2, 3, maybe 5-minute read, and then a couple of Bible verses related to it and where like pulling it out of. And it was all about going from, are you like a boss or are you a leader? Like, are you in this for you or are you in this to help others? Like, it was like shifting your thinking to be a better leader, and it was incredible. And so like that was really big to me. But in the Bible app, they have different plans, like different daily devotionals, 3 days, 5 days, 20 days, a month, 60 days. Like they have all different ones, but some of them are audio. So you could literally get in the car and the first 10 minutes of your drive, first 5 minutes of your drive, however long it is, play this little daily devotional, and now you have that in you for the day. So really you can, fit it in wherever. Please stop eating your arm. What was I gonna say? Okay, the other thing, I want to challenge you each to take a piece of paper, and I'm gonna do this like kind of big and sloppy just for the sake of the video. And I want you to go through, think about like an hour before you normally wake up. So let's say 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30, and go all the way down a paper, okay? And then I want you to end an hour after you go to bed. I want you to put a star where you would normally wake up and put a star like where you would normally go to bed. It's the worst star of my life. Bentley, please stop taking my papers. And then I want you to fill in, like from here to here is where like I leave for work, get home from work. From here to here is where I have my lunch break. Like fill all of that in, and then go through and be like, okay, so I could plug this in here. I could plug this in here. I could plug this in here. I could get up an extra 15 minutes early. Not an hour, not a half hour. 15 minutes early. And I could put up a story post, a product story. I could send out happy birthdays. I could add 30 Facebook friends. And I could pick my personal development to listen to on the way to work. And then at lunch, I can do this, and this. And when I get home, I can this, and this. If you're someone that is at work all day, I do encourage you to go ahead and at night, make your product story and your opportunity story and just save them in your camera roll. So then the next day, all you have to do is go select, add a poll, add a question, add whatever to the end, and put it up. I highly, 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 highly encourage you to never put up a product or an opportunity story without a call to action. Whether that's swipe up and say blah, whether that's text blah blah to blah, whether that's a voting, whether that is like a question where they have to type, whatever it may be, have it where they have to interact, because otherwise you just have viewers. And I mean, so many people view my stuff. If I was like, oh, they viewed it, could they be interested? Like, there's so many of them. But having the people that voted, I know who to reach out to. I know who wanted information. I've been putting in my story about samples. People are swiping up and typing samples left and right. I'm selling samples left and right. But if I didn't say swipe up and say samples, I would have just had views and been unaware. I'm not drawing on your hand. I'm not drawing your finger. But so I highly encourage that. The other thing that I wanted to go over was know your goals. Okay, go through, know your numbers, know how close or far you. No, you're not drawing. Know how close or far you are to whatever your goal may be. Know what your goal should be. If you just signed, your goal is Ruby. If you are charted Ruby, your goal is to chart Emerald. If you're charted Emerald, chart Diamond, and fill your volume for whatever you're charted for. If you're not all the way charted Ruby, then start filling the volume for Ruby while you're working on filling the boxes. I know that this is backwards, but I just wanted to quickly touch on it. So when you sign right now, you need 2 customers to be Fast Start qualified, and then 6 for your shopping spree. So check, 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 check. When you sell all 7 of your samples, so the sample packs and the sample credits, it's $140 in your pocket. 3 distributors, you've got 3 $69 codes. 3 distributors, they sign for a discount as well. Every distributor that you sign can be a $150 bonus for you. You have to be Fast Start qualified to receive the bonuses, which is those first 2 customers. And then getting qualified leg, which is $400 each, and $2,000 total. You're Ruby, and that's an average of like $475 a month. You've got this. Like, you can do that. from Ruby, the next step is helping 2 of your people go Ruby. And then from there, it's helping, of these 3 new, helping 2 more of them go Rubies. It's all about helping everyone go Ruby and helping more go Ruby and more go Ruby and more go Ruby. You've got this. You can do this. Take it in little bites. Understand what the next step is. Understand that 1 more distributor, 1 more customer is the next step. That is getting you towards your goal. So, I'll send this in the group chats that I had talked about my Zoom in. Feel free to message me with questions. Feel free to, like, if you have, like, specific things that you want to go over or whatever, any specific questions. I have made a couple other videos here lately, so feel free to go check them out. And then I did a video on this paper the other day. So if you want more information on what was going on there, go watch the other video. But I'm going to stop this here, upload it, and hopefully this works better than the Zoom that apparently didn't have service. All right, guys, I hope this was at least somewhat helpful to some of you. So just to recap, if you feel like you're working hard and not getting anywhere, evaluate what it is that you're doing, because at the end of the day, you may evaluate and you may realize, at the end of the day, you may realize that you really scrolled Facebook all day, sent 10 messages, made 2 posts, but didn't follow through with anything. So, Bentley. So really evaluate what it is that you've got going on and just make the decision to do it. Make the decision to do the work. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye.
Can you blow kisses?
Bye.
Can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
All right, bye, guys.